العقل تسامى بالفكر والوعي شعار للعمر غد نحكيه يحكينا يا كون اسمعنا واصطبري الرحب الفكر تسامينا وسمت في الأفق مساعينا بالعلم سترقى أمتنا ونجوب الدنيا داعينا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear 7th grade students. Today we are going to talk about another topic, a new topic in our videos, which you can find on page number 66 and page number 67 of your student's book, which is Module 5C. First of all, dear students, and before we get starting in our topic, we need to know what we are going to understand in our video today. The first thing that we need to achieve is to show understanding of modal verbs rule, and finally, or the second goal is to distinguish the pronunciation of the silent letters through listening to this video. At the beginning, I have a group of questions for you, dear students, and you can answer these questions by yourselves. But if you would like to have more discussion, or if you couldn't answer the question, you can go back to these questions after the video to see if you can answer the questions using the modal verbs that we are going to take in this video. The first question is, what might happen if you jump from the window? Question number 2, what could happen if you don't wear your shoes? Question number 3, what may happen if you sleep in the classroom? Question number 5, what might not happen if you do your homework? And what may not happen if you forgot your pen at home? Now, I can imagine that you have a group of questions jumping in your head. The first question is, why these words are in red? And why are they, or what are they used for? What are they in general? Okay, the first question's answer is, they are may, might, and could, the modal verbs. These verbs, we can use them in the present form, by the way, and in the future form. So we can use them in both present and future. Also, we use them to express حتى نعبر, to express possibility or lack of possibility. Possibility or lack of possibility. The first word, I'm going to put it in a sentence, which is might. It might rain today. It means that there is a slight, and notice, slight possibility to use the word might. There's a slight possibility to rain today. The second sentence is, he may leave early. He may leave early. It means here that there is a possibility that he will leave early. Also, the third sentence, I'm going to use, of course, the last word, which is could, the last verb, which is could. They could finish their job before they go. Okay, you can see here that it is also a possibility, but you need to know that when I use could, it means that there is stronger possibility than the usage of the word or of the verb may. The last question or the last example is, we may, might not play this game. As you can see, this is a negative sentence, and from this sentence we can notice that we can make a negative sentence using the modal verbs by adding not after the may, the verb may and might. Okay, so we understood now that these are modal verbs and we can use them to express possibility, الاحتمالية, or lack of possibility, قلة الاحتمالية. And we can see that the last sentence which is may not and might not, is used to show or to express the lack of possibility. So when I want to use or to express lack of possibility, I will use may and might with not. Now for more examples, we can see these sentences. I may see you at the weekend. I might borrow my new phone. As you can see, the first one, I may see you at the weekend, it means maybe I will see you at the weekend. This is the meaning of the sentence. He might borrow my new phone. As you can see also in this sentence here, the meaning of the sentence means I think he will borrow my phone. I think he will borrow my phone. Now, the second sentence or the third sentence is they may have forgotten all about it. They may have forgotten all about it. Again, here they may be or probably they have forgotten. They have forgotten all about it. So there is a possibility. Now, what about the next one? The third sentence, as I explained before, this is a negative form. You may not use. Adding not between the verb, the base form of the verb, and may. Oh, by the way, all the sentences that you can see in this video, all of them are used, all of them are using see. Look at the word see. Borrow, have, use. So all of them are using the base form of the verb in each sentence after the modal verbs. So the base form of the verb is a must after the modal verbs. And in the fourth sentence, we put between the modal verb may and the base form of the verb use the word not to express the negative form of this sentence. Now let's go to the fifth sentence, which we can see here that this is a question. But how I can form, or how can I form the question? We can form question by inverting. Notice, inverting the subject and the modal verbs. As you can see in the first sentence, I is at the beginning, or we start the sentence with the subject, and it is something usual, or it's something that we understand, that we will or we need to start with the subject when we are forming affirmative sentences. But when we are going to form a question, we need to to invert the may and I, or the subject and the modal verb. And in this case, we're going to form a question. May I have your attention, please? Now, may I have your attention, please, dear students, and go to exercise B in page number 66. Here we are we are facing a very good question, a very important question, which is how to rewrite a sentence using the modal verbs. Here we have 5 or 6 sentences, and we need to rewrite them again using the modal verbs that we have studied now. Let's see. The first one is, maybe I'll make some lemonade. In this sentence, I need to use the word may to form a new sentence with the same idea. Okay, what is the idea of the first sentence? It means maybe, it's a possible, maybe, it's possible, again, dear students, that I'll make some lemonade. So I will delete the word maybe, I will, and I will say I may make some lemonade, or I may take some lemonade. Let's see. I may take some lemonade. سأتناول أو محتمل أن أتناول بعض الليمونادة. Number two, or sentence number two, I'm thinking of buying a new laptop. And here I want you, dear students, to notice the usage of the word think. When I use the word think, then I have a slight possibility to buy a new backpack. And also another thing that I want you to notice, always delete the addition of the verb. Here the verb is buy with the ing. You need to delete the ing if you want to use the same verb. So I am thinking of, I'll delete it and I'll put instead of it the word might. So it will be I might buy a new backpack. And again, the difference between may and might, may, possible, or there is a possibility, I'm using it to express possibility, but with might, I'm using it to express a slight possibility, احتمالية طفيفة. Now, the third one, it's possible that you will find the book in the library. Here we need to use could. Once you see the word possible, it means I have a strong possibility. That's why they asked us to use the word could. So you could instead of possible. You could. And directly I will forget about these words. I will forget about these words that you will, and I'll use the word find. You could find the book in the library. Now what about the fourth sentence? The fourth sentence is I think Kareem will like this t-shirt. So of course here we have think, and this is a slight possibility. I'll use might instead of it. So Kareem might, of course I will delete will, because I can't use two modal verbs in one sentence. Kareem might like this t-shirt. Kareem might like this t-shirt. Now let's go to the fifth word, perhaps. They will visit us tomorrow, perhaps. Perhaps it's the same idea of the word maybe. There is a possibility here. So they may, I'll delete will, visit us tomorrow. And the last one, some of you will say, oh, there's think. What about that? Here we are going to use may, but there's the word think. Why didn't write might? Because, dear students, here it's the opposite. I don't think. So there's a possibility. I don't think Bill will help you. Bill may not, deleting will, then help you. I hope that you understood this rule very well. Now we are going to go to the next step of our video, which is to distinguish the pronunciation of silent letters through listening. Here I want you, dear students, to work with the video. I'll give you some time so you can guess where's the silent letter after listening to the word once, twice or three times in a row. Now, let's go to the first one, might, which is the modal verb that we studied in this video. Might. What are the silent letters in this word? Might. Might. They are the G and H. Might. Now let's express, or let's try to examine our listening. Lights, lights, lights. What do you think, dear students? Yes, it's the G and H. Again, lights. Again, island, island. Yes, it's the S. Very good. Now let's go to the next one. Rest, rest. Yes, the W. I didn't read it. Half, half, half. Exactly, it's the L. Listen, listen. What do you think? It's the T. Very good work. Very good job. Even those who didn't guess, it's a very good job. Hour, hour. Well done. Climb, climb. The silent letter is? It's the B. Let's go and complete this task. Could, could. And the silent letter is L. The next one. Answer, answer. The silent letter is W. And the last word, what is the silent letter? Sign, sign, sign. And the silent letter is Fiji. Okay, thank you very much, dear students, for watching this video, and I wish that we can see you in other videos later, and have a nice day.